Welcome to the new
Oh,
age.
here, wait, I'll go ahead and start. Wait.
All right.
All right. It is officially live.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the new COVID age of digital meetings. Today is May the 20th, 2020, and it's the regular Commission of Pharmacy monthly meeting. In this new venue, let's keep our computers and telephones muted unless you're going to speak or present. There is the ability to type in a question. Questions will be taken at the end of the meeting. The meeting should go pretty quickly. There's no first-time managers and we have no legal on the agenda today, but we do have quite a few new pharmacy applications and relocations on the agenda. So everyone please be patient in this new forum that we're all experiencing. So I'd like to call the meeting to order, and let's start by commissioners' identifications, beginning with Commissioner Linder.
Kristen Linder, Commissioner.
Marian Guanti, Commissioner.
Angelo DeFazio, Commissioner.
Rick Carberry, Commissioner.
Debbie, you're up. Sounds like Commissioner Chisholm is having some technical difficulties, so I know Commissioner Chisholm is in the house. And Heather?
Heather Hoynes, Board Administrator.
Welcome, everyone. So let's get right to the new pharmacy applications. And first on the agenda is First Choice Health Centers. Is Sabrina in-house? Good morning, Sabrina. Is Sabrina Griswold? All right, we'll go back to Sabrina. I know her name was on the screen. Maybe it's something with the audio, but we will go back. Is Genoa Healthcare in-house? Suzanne Tamer?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Suzanne. How are you?
Good. How are you all doing?
Good, good. I'm going to have to do a virtual swearing in, so please stand up and hold up your right hand.
You got it.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Suzanne, is there any physician, APRN, or other prescribing ability owners in this pharmacy?
No, there isn't.
Great. And is any point of sale system, any register, or any computer that can access patient information that's going to sit outside the demised licensed pharmacy area?
No, there will not be.
Okay, very good. Now Commissioner Carberry and Commissioner Chisholm, if she's on audio, we'll take it from here. Commissioners?
Thank you. Suzanne, can you just give us a walkthrough of the actual pharmacy? It looks like it's in a healthcare center facility, like a Wheeler Clinic.
That's correct. Yeah, this is going to be a location in Waterbury, Connecticut, located inside the Wheeler Clinic, just like we have out in Hartford and Plainville, Connecticut. They will be servicing patients within that facility and anyone from the outside that might want services from our pharmacy. It is in an enclosed area with its own separate alarm system, security systems, only accessed by the pharmacist through the building. So there will be an access through the building and then a second access for the pharmacy.
So how does the public access the pharmacy in this drawing here?
The public will access the pharmacy through the medical center itself. So they'll have to enter the building to be able to access the pharmacy. There's no direct outdoor or public access visible in the street.
Okay, but do public walk into the pharmacy? How do they come in and pick up their medications? I'm trying to determine from this drawing. I see one door opening up onto a sink and a food refrigerator. What's that
So
door there?
Yeah, so there'll be a point where it says POS. That will be the service window. So the farm.
Okay, so it's the service.
Yeah, there's a secure service window.
Okay, so no one enters that pharmacy except the pharmacist and staff. Patients just access it through a service window.
Correct.
Okay. And the door that opens into that sink and food refrig, what's that door there?
That's the access to the pharmacy
Accessed by pharmacist and staff.
by the pharmacist. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I've gone through these drawings quite extensively, all of the locations that we're going to talk about today. And you got a safe, refrigerator, 2 refrigerators, sink, are all in place and easily seen on this drawing. So those are the only real questions I have. I mean, this is pretty cookie cutter.
I think
Unless Debbie has.
Yeah, I think Debbie's having some
Yeah,
trouble with her audio, so I'll just pick up with Deb, since I used to do these with you, Rick. My only question also is that since it doesn't look like there's any, there's a bathroom in the pharmacy itself, and it probably is going to be a one pharmacist operation, just to be aware of that if the pharmacist does leave for any reason, they have to lock the pharmacy up.
That's correct. Yeah, the bathroom access is shared with the center, so the pharmacist would lock it up to use the bathroom.
Okay, very good. Does any, this is a different venue. We usually have a couple of commissioners step down and do these, but since we all have access to the drawings, does any other commissioners have any questions for Suzanne Tamer? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to the next one. We're going to go back and see. I think I read that Sabrina is able to hear us now. Sabrina, are you in the house?
I am in the house. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So, Sabrina, we're going to do this digitally. Please stand up and raise your right hand.
Okay.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Is there any physician, APRN, or other practitioner that can prescribe in the state of Connecticut that has ownership within the pharmacy?
There is not.
Is any register, point of sale system, or other computer that can access patient data in the pharmacy going to sit outside the demised pharmacy area?
No.
Very good. Commissioner Carver.
Thank you. Okay, Sabrina, just walk through us. I see, again, this is also a pharmacy in a suite on the first floor. Overall pharmacy is only 1,600 square feet. So you're in a building with two floors.
Yes.
And looking at the drawing, I can see the front entrance coming in to a waiting area. I do see locations for a safe, 2 sinks. I see 1 refrigerator.
Yes.
I don't see a food refrigerator. I see the 1 refrigerator on the bottom of the drawing.
Yep. So there is not a food refrigerator. There's actually a break room and conference room above the pharmacy on the 2nd floor for employee use. So the regular food and any lunches will be kept upstairs.
Okay. And I assume bathrooms would be the same situation. They're not in the pharmacy. They'd be upstairs.
Exactly. Yep.
So again, based on our regulations, if the pharmacist had to go upstairs for a break or to use the bathroom, that pharmacy,
The pharmacy
would
will
be
be
closed.
locked. Yep. The pharmacy will be locked. Yep.
Okay, great. It's part of like a healthcare center in East Hartford, correct?
Yes.
Columbus
So,
Boulevard.
yeah, we're within First Choice Health Centers at 110 Connecticut Boulevard in East Hartford. So we have OB and optometry on the 1st floor, and then pediatrics and behavioral health on the 2nd floor. So we're kind of in a wing of that building.
Okay, and then all of your deliveries are coming in through the front door. I suppose the back stairs, is that just access at the 2nd floor up top, right?
Yeah, so this, the drawing on the right side is little bit difficult to understand, but the existing door that's on the right corner, that actually goes into a closet. It's not able to go into that emergency stairwell, so that's locked off completely. We do have a door on the bottom, also on the bottom right corner to the outside, just as an emergency exit. There's stairs going down to basically just a sidewalk. So all deliveries will be coming through the front door because it would be substantially easier that way.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that closet. So that door is really not going to be used.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it, like I said, it's closed off. So it's the wall, or the ceiling rather, is angled down because it corresponds with the staircase, the emergency stairwell from upstairs down to the outside.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I have. I think everything else is pretty clear here.
Looks good to me. Debbie, are you on? Okay, I think Debbie's still having some audio difficulty. Any other questions?
Anyone who's on the phone, use *6 to unmute yourself and remute yourself. So Debbie says she's on the phone, so she may just need to hit *6.
Thank you, Jason.
Angelo, I am on the phone, but I am not able to be on video.
Okay, that's okay. But so you but you do have the plans before you, correct that?
I do have the plans in front of me, yes.
Okay, great. So we've gone through the first two. Rick, you're all set with first choice?
Yeah.
Yep, so am I. Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you.
Okay, CVS.
There was a question from Suzanne.
Okay.
I don't know, Suzanne.
Thank you. Yes, I'm still on if you want me to ask the question.
Sure.
Yes, please.
Just a question regarding pharmacy inspections. If we're looking to open in June, is there going to be a new protocol, or are we scheduling inspections, or how do we go about that now going forward?
So the agent will contact you, who it's assigned to, and you'll have to set that up with them.
Okay, great. And we're still moving forward with those?
Again, you'll have to, as far as I know, but I'm not sure how they're handling it, and I don't want to speak for who ends up receiving the inspection. So, but yeah, they will be, after this meeting and it gets approved and assigned to an agent, they will be in contact with you, Susan.
Got it. And just one more question that's not related to the pharmacy, but in terms of new site managers, how are we handling that? Or do they still need to appear in front of the board virtually? Or
First time managers?
First time managers.
Go ahead, Heather.
Right. So like I have talked to several people in regards to this. What's happening as of now is we are going to hold off, obviously, doing the swearing in of the first time managers because it's not really feasible to do that virtually. So what's happening is if you have a first time manager and they qualify as a first time manager, you're to email me their information. I'll verify that they do qualify, have that 6 months experience in Connecticut. And then at that point, they can start acting as a manager. And then when we have able to have our first in-person manager or first person commission meeting, we will then schedule, most likely it will be either a separate section, either a morning section or an afternoon section just for the managers, because obviously at that point we will have several of them and it will take some time. So that's how we're handling it. So as of now, there's basically a waiver for them to be first time manager. We have to verify that they qualify.
Very good. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your support on this.
You're welcome.
Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you, Suzanne.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay, CVS number 11081 is, I apologize if I mispronounce your name, Mehabin Patel House.
Hi, good morning. Neha here.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So we're going to do a little virtual swearing in. Could you please stand up and raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Is there any, well, it's CVS, so I'm just going to say it to say, is there any physician ownership in the pharmacy?
No.
Is there any computer or point of sale system that's going to sit outside the demised pharmacy licensed area?
No.
Very good. Commissioner Carberry, Commissioner Chisholm?
Okay, this is again, a new pharmacy. This is in the former Porter and Chester Institute on Dixwell and Hamden, correct?
That's right. Dixwell, actually
Okay.
Dixwell and Putnam.
Yeah, Putnam, right. Dixwell,
Yeah,
Putnam. So this is a brand new pharmacy, brand new construction.
That's right.
And it is the standard CVS layout. I mean, you can kind of walk us through it quickly. I mean, the drawings are small, but I can expand mine if everybody else can. But if you can just kind of walk us through the basics.
Sure. So if you see in the left corner, next to the sales, there is an entrance of the building, and there is walkway of the pharmacy is all the way in the back, and the big blueprint that is of the pharmacy. So in the right corner, there are drop-off area, and next to the drop-off, there are 3 checkout stations, and waiting area will be right across the checkout area. And right next to it, on the right corner, there is a consultation room, / immunization room, and there will be 2 doors, and one obviously access directly from the customer, and there is a back door that the pharmacist or the technician will be able to enter directly from the pharmacy. Also, next to the immunization room, in the left side, there is one drive-through lane. And in the center part, I don't know if you see the round circle. That's where there is a large safe, and that's the verifying space for the pharmacist. And next to the verifying space, there are 2 production computers where technician will be able to count the medication.
Okay,
Also,
and I can see your sink. You got a compounding area over there to the left.
That's right. In the left
So you're going to be
corner.
Are you going to be doing sterile compounding or just non-sterile compounding?
Non-sterile compounding.
Okay, so you're going to adhere to the 795 regs.
I have a question. Is it non-sterile hazardous or non-hazardous compounding?
Non-hazardous compounding. So we are not that big on a compounding. So it's just going to be non-sterile, non-hazardous compounding in that area.
Any other questions?
I'm good. Am I in?
Pretty
Mr. Susan?
straightforward.
You'll just have to be compliant with 795 for approval, that's all. All right, hearing other questions, let's move on to the pharmacy relocations. Heather, I'll
Yeah.
do motions for the new pharmacy and relocations at the end. We'll all do them at once.
Okay.
All right. Pharmacy, CVS Pharmacy. Now, is there a supervisor in-house that's representing more than one relocation or remodel? Just curious.
That would be me. This is Peter.
Hi, Peter. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good. Are you doing a relocation? We'll do the relocation with the pharmacy manager, but I'm just curious, will you be doing multiple remodels?
Correct. 2
Okay.
remodels, not relocating.
Okay, so which number remodels will you be doing, so I know?
Number 750 and number 1960.
And number 1960. Okay, I jumped over relocation, so we'll get back to you. Okay, Peter, thank you.
Sure.
All right, pharmacy relocation, CVS Pharmacy 10367 from White Plains Road, Trumbull to White Plains Road, Trumbull. Is Jennifer
Hi, yes.
Sinjalasov in the house?
Yes, I'm here.
How are you, Jennifer? Could you please
I'm doing
stand
well.
up?
How are you?
Please? Good, I'm gonna have to digitally and virtually swear you in. Please stand up
Sure.
and raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
And there's no physician ownership in this, obviously, but will there be a point of sale or a register or any other device that can access pharmacy information that's going to sit outside of the pharmacy, licensed pharmacy department?
No.
Very good. Okay, Commissioner Carberry, Commissioner Chisholm.
Again, this is a relocation, but it's also a relocation to a new freestanding new building, correct?
That is correct.
So you're moving from a part of a shopping center kind of up the street, on the other side of the street, to a brand new location, a new construction. So again,
Correct.
similar to what's happened in Hamden. Can you just walk us through the pharmacy part of it? We're familiar with obviously CVS's, so just give us a quick walkthrough of your pharmacy location and highlight.
Sure.
You know,
So you're going to walk into the pharmacy. If you're looking at the actual pharmacy from the point of view of the customer, on the right-hand side, there's going to be a waiting room, there's going to be about 6 waiting chairs in that waiting area. Directly across from that are going to be 2 drop-off windows where the customers can bring their prescriptions. To that part of the drop-off, we are going to have checkouts with the registers. Behind those registers is going to be where the production table is, as well as the verification. Underneath where the verification area is, there's going to be a large safe, and there's going to be a secondary verification station behind that. Kind of behind where all of the verification and production goes is where we're going to have access to our drive-through. And to the right of where the drive-through is going to be where the waiting bins areas are for the pickup prescriptions. If we go a little bit to, I guess you could say behind where production is, we are going to have the standalone refrigerator as well as the hydrocodone safe. And then across from that is going to be where all of the the bays are for the drugs. And we will also, across from that, have where the sink will be and where we'd be doing our compounding.
And your compounding, is that going to be similar, non-sterile, non-hazardous compounding?
That's correct.
Okay. So it'll apply to the same
Mm-hmm.
reg for the previous one. And of course, the biggest thing on the relocation is the transfer of the controlled drug substances from one location to the other. It's showing a 6/28/20 relocation date. So what's the plan for closing and moving the drugs and reopening?
So the closing is going to happen on 7/2 actually, and the reopen is going to be 7/3.
Okay. And so physically the drugs will be counted before they leave and then counted when they reach the location. Okay.
That's correct.
I don't have any further questions. Debbie, anything that you have?
No, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Jennifer. Let's get to pharmacy remodels. Peter, you're up. Pharmacy remodel 1960, pharmacy remodel 750, Enfield, Connecticut, and Waterbury, Connecticut. How are you today, Peter?
Good, yourself?
Good, thank you. Commissioner Carberry, Commissioner Chisholm?
Okay, remodels. This, to me, as I reviewed it, looks like they're removing and relocating an existing 15-foot 4-inch checkout, a QM grill, a 32-inch workbench, and a TV. A little hard unless you really expand this out, but you can see it if you open it up, how they're just moving the counter.
You're talking about store 1960?
Correct.
Yeah, the checkout counter is going to be expanding because we need to expand the waiting bin area due to the increase in business. So what's the remodel of the pharmacist is going to one of our, you might have heard the hub stores. We needed to expand the space in the pharmacy. So there's going to be expanding the checkout, the 45-degree angle to kick it out, as well as adding, which doesn't exist now, this consultation room that's kind of on the left of the pharmacy, which will have access inside the pharmacy from the pharmacy into the consultation room, as well as exterior. So that will be a new add-on along with the expansion of the checkout out to the sales floor.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else structurally, as far as the workstation, safes, all that stuff is staying the same. It was just designed this to give us some more room to fit the growing needs of the business.
Correct. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Debbie, anything you see?
No, I think we've seen these similar remodels to CVS pushing out estates before.
Yeah, in fact, I think the next two also are going to push out to do some wheelchair accessibility stuff too. So it's pretty consistent. So I'm good.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you both.
Okay, pharmacy remodel number, CVS Pharmacy number 2572. Is there someone here representing CVS Pharmacy 2572? Hello?
Hi, this is Genevieve Robinson with CVS. How are you?
Oh, hi, Genevieve. How are you? I can hear you now.
Very good. I actually wasn't prepared to present that because it was actually pushed until August.
Okay. Okay, then we'll table it for the next meeting. There's no issues.
Thank you so much.
No problem. So we'll table 2572. Are both Big Y pharmacies? Who's in the house for a Big Y pharmacy remodel?
Yes, this is Dave Argento. I'll be doing both of them, Angela.
Oh, very good, Dave. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. All right, let's start with the 85 Bridge Street, Naugatuck. Commissioner Carver.
Okay.
Okay, Naugatuck. Go ahead.
You want me to just give you an overview there?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Debbie, because this is really, really minimal. They actually wanted to create an angled refrigerator in the store. So if you go from the previous version to this one, it's literally a 3 square foot difference in the pharmacy. But I just wanted to show you the security gate that used to wrap around, I guess we could call it the north wall of the pharmacy, is now straightened out. And so the pharmacy loses a few square feet. We kind of tilt the will call or the waiting bin a little bit to keep it against the wall, shorten the POS counter, and then slide the entire pharmacy bench, I guess, going south in the pharmacy. And those are the only changes to that one. I don't know if that made sense.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it does.
very minimal. Yeah, very minimal. That's fine.
How about it for talent? How about for talent, Dave?
Well, that's a little more. So we'll go
Oh, by the way, let me, by the way, Dave, excuse me, let me interrupt. Our board administrator, Heather, has lost communications on her computer, so she can't put the plans up on the screen. She can hear us, but she can't communicate with us. So commissioners, use your handouts to follow along. I just wanted to get that out there. Thanks, Dave. All right, go ahead, Dave.
I did have a quick question, Dave, before we moved on. I just want to confirm, so nothing else in the pharmacy is moving, just that wall. Everything stays the same, safe, sink, everything.
And you were back to Naugatuck there? Yes. So
Yeah,
it all
Naugatuck,
stays the same, just the POS gets shortened a little bit, and the main workbench is slid down probably about 3 feet, I would say.
Okay, thank you. You can go to the next one.
Okay. So this one has quite a bit more changes to it. So first of all, the square footage goes from 593 to 645 square feet. We are eliminating the bathroom, and we are moving the wall, and we'll call it the east wall, moving it out about 2 feet. Once we do that, in the upper right-hand corner, the northeast corner, which is where the consultation room currently is, you'll see that it slid down sort of in the middle there of that east wall. So So that's one change there. The safe moves to the back area, the southeast corner, and you'll see a sink there. There's countertops. There's the computer. The safe is underneath the counter back there. That would also be for any, we do almost no compounding, but that's where it would take place back there. Moving around to the, I'm going to go all the way to the west wall now. There's some shelving that's been removed. The waiting bin has been removed, and we've replaced it with a counter, and just a little bit of shelving there for excess waiting bin kinds of things, or big bags. The waiting bin, instead of being on that western wall, is going underneath the new POS counter, so it'll be in drawers underneath the counter instead. And then the rest of it, the bench itself does not move. It doesn't change. One main difference you'll be interested in is the security gate. So that gate will be extended, and in the northeast corner, you see kind of a dark dot there. That's actually a column. So that counter, the security gate that goes in front of POS will slide all the way across and lock into that column. And then on that eastern wall, where you see it says drop off, there's going to be a second security gate there. That one will drop from the ceiling and it would land on the counter. And I think that's the changes that we have in this one. You may have some questions, though. I went through that kind of fast.
Hey, this is Angelo. I just want to make sure that the POSs and the registers are on the inside part of the gate, correct?
Oh, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Commissioner Chisholm, Commissioner Carber, any other questions?
Yeah, that was my question too. Thank you. Otherwise, it looks fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no question.
Thank you.
All right, commissioners, let's go back to the top. We'll do the new pharmacy. Do I have for new pharmacy application, First Choice Health Center, East Hartford, Connecticut? Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Genoa Healthcare, Waterbury, Connecticut. Do I have a motion to accept?
Motion to approve as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. CVS Pharmacy number 11081, Hamden, Connecticut. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Hold on, Angel. Combined with 795.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Compound requirements.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? So moved. Pharmacy relocation, CVS number 10367 from White Plains, 930 White Plains to 965 White Plains Road. Do I hear a motion to accept?
Motion to accept as presented, also including USP 795.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Now, Dave, we'll do both number for Dave. We'll do both number 750 and 1960 together. So, do I have a motion for remodel CVS number 750 Enfield and CVS Pharmacy 1960 Waterbury, Connecticut, as presented? Do I have a motion?
A motion to approve as presented, both for CVS 1960 and CVS 750.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. Singly, CVS Pharmacy 2572 Stratford. Oh, that's been tabled. So CVS
Tabled.
Pharmacy 2572 will be the table for next week. Very good. And we'll do both Big Y remodels together, Big Y Pharmacy Naugatuck and Big Y Pharmacy Talland. I have a motion to accept.
Motion to accept both locations, Big Y, Naugatuck, and Talon as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions. Very good. Today's the Commissioner Carberry, Commissioner Chisholm show with all these new pharmacy applications and relocations. All right, very good. Okay, everyone can go back to work now. Thank you for being on. Let's get to miscellaneous matters. So, as you remember, a few months ago, Tina Goodman, the CEO of WENO Exchange LLC, it's an intermediary data exchange, came in and we had some questions. So it's been quite a while and she's contacted the department multiple times. So I contacted Mrs. Goodman and I went through the regs. I actually copied all the regs that involve data exchange. I sent it off to her. She answered all the questions. She did give me an email attestation that they will follow all those rules and regulations. So I'm going to make a motion to pass to allow WENO Exchange LLC e-prescribing to have a Connecticut component to their company. So that's my motion. If any of the other commissioners have any questions, I'm sure I can answer some of them, but I was very satisfied with her answer and their commitment of compliance to the regulation.
I'll second that, Enzo.
Very good. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? So moved. Commissioner Inguante, thank you so much for attending the NABP annual meeting on our behalf. Do you have anything to tell us about this digital meeting of yours?
Oh, well, thank you, Chairman. Can you guys hear me okay?
Perfectly fine.
Perfect.
Okay, great. Yes, so thank you very much for the privilege to be able to represent the state of Connecticut Pharmacy Commission at that meeting. It was very interesting for them because this was their first virtual meeting. And so basically what the delegates were charged with doing were voting on the elected officials to fill the leadership positions, president-elect and treasurer, and then there were a few open member positions. So I'll just run through that very quickly. President-elect is now Caroline Duran, and she's the executive director of the Virginia Board of Pharmacy. The treasurer is going to be Reggie Dillard, and he is the executive director of the Tennessee Board of Pharmacy. Jeffrey Mazzaro, member of the Florida Board, was reelected to a 3-year member term. Fred Weaver, a member of the Ohio State Board of Pharmacy, was reelected to a 3-year member term. Cam Gandhi, the executive director of the Arizona State Board, was elected to a 3-year term. Tim Bensky from the Massachusetts Board and assumed the office of the NABP president. And Jay Campbell, executive director of the North Carolina Board of Pharmacy, assumed the position of chair for the executive committee. So it was great that they were able to execute on these elections virtually with all 50 states voting. The core amount of work that they did was really approving 5 resolutions at this meeting. And I'm just going to run through very quickly the resolutions that were passed. The first resolution was to provide guidance to member boards of pharmacy regarding taking disciplinary action against a pharmacy license based solely on observations from the FDA and their Form 483. So they're providing guidance that will take into more just this paper form, which seemed like it was a very good idea. And so that passed. The second resolution is consulting with the FDA about the legal framework of authorizing manufacturers to ship biologics containing a patient-specific blood component to a practitioner for administration to the patient, and determining the appropriate level and type of regulatory oversight to recommend to member boards of pharmacy. The third is to determine whether and how to incorporate criminal background checks in the NABP e-profile system. And the final was conveying a task force on med reuse for the purpose of identifying the best mechanism to enable the transfer of unused medications to persons in need of financial assistance to ensure access to life-saving therapies. And the very, very last resolution was a resolution to honor members of the association who have passed away. So those are the resolutions. They will be in the minutes, and you'll be able to go to the NABP website for the detail. I thought it was pretty interesting because all of these resolutions were items that, you know, in one way or another have kind of sort of come before our board. So it's nice to know that, you know, across the whole 50 states, everybody's really on the same page with some of these items, and the NABP is configuring themselves to be able to support all of the state boards of pharmacy. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Iguante. Any questions for Mary? Very nice. Thank you so much, Mary. I hope everyone had a chance to read the minutes of our first virtual meeting. Is there any omissions or corrections, or anyone have anything to comment on the minutes? If not, I'll accept the motion to accept the minutes.
Motion to accept.
I will second that. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Minutes are accepted. Well, that's all we have for today. Anything that the commissioners have, or any good and welfare? Mary, thank you, by the way, for doing that. I know it's a tedious, long meeting, and I really appreciate it. I know we all do.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Yeah, it was an educational experience for sure.
Any other questions, comments? Through all the technical difficulties, round 2 is done. Hopefully next month we'll be able to do this in person. All right, everyone.
So.
Thank you so much. I will take a, did I already do adjournment or no? We didn't do adjournment,
No.
right?
No.
I'll make a motion to adjourn. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Enjoy
Aye.
this beautiful day, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Angelo.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
See you,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Take care.